Okay guys, welcome back to KY Coins and Collectibles. And today I have bought a few of my coins that I was needing. I went to a coin show here this past weekend and spent probably a little over $1,000 picking up these coins that I was needing. A lot of harder key dates. I've been trying to fill up these albums, so this is what I bought. It was a small coin show, and I'll post some pictures here at the end. They had a lot of neat coins. There was probably about 15 dealers, and this is in Eastern Kentucky. A lot of knives, a lot of people selling knives, just kind of random stuff. But it was a decent little coin show. It was a coin and knife show. But like I said, there's about 15 dealers there. A lot of them from around Kentucky and a couple from out of state. But it was a really good show. It's always nice seeing people come together for a hobby or something that everybody likes, and a familiarship and fellowship with everybody having a unique outlook, like aspect on something. Like with coins, it's everybody likes coins. People like bullion, and it's good to hear everybody's opinion on different stuff. Like where's silver going, where's gold going. So it's always cool to talk to different people at coin shows and how they think stuff is going to change, currency, gold and silver, like I was saying. And then talking to people that sell knives and guns as well. So it's really neat, these coin show. You can get together and talk to different people. But I'll post some pictures at the end of some of the coins and stuff I really liked. There was a really nice 1793 wreath large cent that I seen, and I'll post a picture of it like right now. It was amazing, and I believe the guy wanted $5,000 for it, and it was such good shape. Like, it was really nice, and you can see as I just showed you the picture how nice it is. And it was like holding it. It was raw, not graded, but man, it was awesome to see something that old and in that good of condition. That was, to me, the whole show, that was the best coin I seen. So that was just awesome. And that was the early, when the mint started. I mean, some of the first coins ever made by the U.S. Like, that was just awesome to see. I loved it, and I wish I had the extra money. I would definitely buy that and put up. But I don't. But I bought a lot of stuff. I took a bunch of Silver Eagles and some 40%ers and some 90% Kennedys, and I sold probably around $2,800 worth of silver. So I did good on my deals here. A lot of the stuff I'm trying to pick up, I'm getting down to the harder dates, so I had to spend a lot more money than I wanted, but I got decent deals on some of them. And some of them, when you see a deal and it's there and it's a harder date, you kind of you'll pay a little more for it. But I mean, as long as it ain't too crazy expensive. But I'm working on the SLQs, the Standing Liberty quarters, my Walking Liberty halves, which I've got most of those, and I may have bought all of them to finish this out. I believe I got all of them. My typeset, I bought the last coin I needed for the typeset, and since my last video, I have been able to finish it up. So I've got the last coin to finish my typeset up, and I looked at a bunch of large cents. I'm working on my large cent collection. So now I'm down to a bunch of the large cents that are expensive. So every time you're doing an album, you always get down to those last few key dates, the harder ones to find, and that's where I'm at on a few of these albums. So luckily, I think I can finish up 2 of these albums, but I just want to show you what I got. I'll get it all out here and organize. They're all raw. I'm putting the album together, so I don't mind to buy raw coins from a reputable dealer. I'll kind of just organize them here real quick. See a lot of SLQs, Walkers, large cents, large cent, SLQ. Spent a lot of money on SLQs. Standing Liberty quarters. They got hard. They got hard quick, hard to find, and expensive. I think one of them was around $450 or $500, so I spent a lot of money on it. We'll start with the Standing Liberty, or the Walkers. And I didn't really see a lot of other stuff. There were some bust dollars that were graded that I liked, but they were over $2,000, and that wasn't in my budget. So I really liked the bust. Seen a nice bust quarter, 2 bust dollars, a Fugio, Fugio cent, however you pronounce it. It was nice, but it was really wore out, and you could barely make out the back. It was just cool seeing. And there was just quite a bit of stuff. I'll show you some pictures at the end, so just stay tuned at the end. And I really didn't want to video. I don't like asking people if I can video their stuff. It just kind of seems, I don't know, weird. I don't want to invade their personal space or make them feel awkward. Or, I mean, when you've got a lot of money worth of stuff out and about, I don't know. I don't mind to get some pictures, and I mean, they don't care at all, because I always go back through. I know who some of the dealers are, and I can look back through my photos and see if they had that date that I was missing on another set, and then if they do, I can call them up and say, hey, I seen you had that. I didn't need it at the time, but I need it now. So I do that sometimes, and it's just cool to show you all coins. I just love looking at coins. I mean, if you're like me, you've got an album on your phone that said coins, and all my coin photos I put in there. So anyways, I was needing the 16S, the regular 16, a 37D, 38D, 33S, the 21D. Now that was a hard one. That was probably the hardest one to find. Another guy had one, and it was in a little better shape, but he wanted $400 for it. So I'm not looking for the best condition. I'm just trying to put the set together. And all these prices that you do see, I didn't pay that. Normally it's 10 to 30% below that at least. So don't think I paid something crazy for it. Excuse me. I'm still kind of getting over this cough I had for about 2 weeks now. So excuse me if I do cough. And I will get my walkers out here. I'm going to put these right up here, and I'll try to put large cents are getting hard to find too. They're excuse me, getting very hard. So you can see needed the 16, 16S, 17, and then the 21. So we got the 16S, a 17D on obverse, the 21D key date. There's a little bit left on it, and the 16. So that finished up And I'll bring y'all back here at the end to show you. But that finished up that page. So we got the 16, 16S, which is a better date. 16D is a hard date as well. 17, and then the notorious 21D. So finished up that first page. But it's so much fun. I enjoy going to these coin shows, especially if I've got some albums that need filling. On the second page, the 33S and the 38D. So we got the 33S, and that one actually is not too bad. It's got a little luster on it. So the 33S and the 38D. That's going to be down here. And the 37D, which the 37D ain't, I could not find it. I'm sure I may have it somewhere, but I got a really good deal on it for like nothing. Right there. And that's right here. I think he had it marked for 14 and I got it for around melt. So, and it was a good friend, so I just figured I'd buy it off of him. So that, guys, is all of them. And I will come back and show you these put in here at the end. And this last page is full. That one, I don't know if you can see, it's got a little rainbow toning. So, okay, those are done. That finished up the walkers. So, really cool. Got a good deal on them. What I do is just write them down, what I need, and then I go around to all the dealers, and kind of just price them, and then see who has the best price for the best coin, and go back and start making offers. So that's the walkers. The top set's next. So the top set, this has been my favorite. Like if I had one album to collect, it'd be the top set. I love my Morgans. The Morgan is like super hard to put together a full set, but this top set had been a lot of fun. And I ran into a lot of people at the show putting together top sets. And I've seen videos on YouTube here recently about people putting top sets together. And it's hard, especially if you're on a budget. I mean, you can find pretty much all the coins. I mean, under $50, $100. The main ones that you're going to probably have to spend a little bit to get, like the bust half. Sometimes the 20-cent piece is expensive. The cap bust quarter. And then you got your seated liberties and your trade dollars sometimes. Them three out there, them are hard to buy under $200. I believe you might be $250, $300. And it depends on what year and the condition of it. Trade dollar is the cheapest one out of the three, but once you get these two, they're over $200. They're hard to find. I mean, they're just so old. And I mean, you can get one slick, but it's still going to be expensive. But yeah, a lot of this stuff you can buy relatively cheap. You can put most of it together really cheap. So it's not bad. Like I said, some of the bust dollars, the cap bust, sometimes the trimes are expensive. The half dimes. I mean, but they're obtainable. You can get them. You can buy them. The half cents, they're kind of harder. The Drake bust, some of those are a little harder. The silver trime, sometimes those are expensive. But with a good budget, $100 to $150, you can get most of these each below that pretty easy. And I had bought a few in here. This cornet head, the classic head and the cornet head, I'd got those here recently, and they're dark, so they're hard to see, but I have them all except for the classic head large cent, and I got a 1810 classic head at the show. They're really hard to see, and I will see if I'm gonna bust it out for you, since that's the only one I have to put in here. So you can make the date out really good. That's really the main thing, and the back is not bad. You can make out 1 cent. So it looked pretty good. And with this, guys, it's complete. So that feels really good. And I love looking at this one. Like, this is just one I like to get out and look at, because you can see every coin pretty much that the US has made. I mean, almost every coin. And I think it's so cool. The halves are awesome. I mean, all the way back to the early 1800s. They are just, it's awesome set. So pick you up a large type set, put it together. If you've got kids, grandkids, help them start working on that. Now the large cents. These are getting expensive, and this large cent collection is tough. I got the 1847 over 7. It's the small 7 over, it's the 7 over small 7. And the thing about this large cent collection is there's so many different varieties, and that's a prime example. Like, every year it seems like there's a different variety, a small 7 over big 7 or something like that, or little head, petite head, classic head, braided hair. So it's a hard set to put together. It's a thick album too. This is 1857, small date, same thing. And look at the prices they've got these at, $275. So whenever you get down to these harder varieties, they get a little more expensive. So, but like I said, I didn't pay that. Paid a percentage of that. I've got it all wrote down. Whenever I buy something, I just write it down and I keep it in a little album. Like I'd said in another video, try to keep up with the prices you pay for stuff. It will pay off later on. So I got those two, and then here, this is 1851 over 81, and it was another hard variety to find. And let's see here what we got first. Just 47, and then all these. I told you the one guy had the 1793 wreath, and it was nice. If you've seen the picture there, it was really nice. But these are all like few $1,000 coins right there. And the 99 and the 04, them are expensive. But this whole page is done. This whole page is done. And then I got a few of the 34s. And look at this, like 34 large 8, 34 small 8, 34 large 8, small stars, medium letters. 34 small 8, large stars, medium letters. There's so many different varieties. And then there's the regular 34. So that's how it gets hard to put together. I mean, just doing a date set, it would go pretty fast, but doing all the different varieties, it takes a little more work. a little deeper pockets and a little more time. So here's the 47, 1847, and then the 1851 over 81 error. It has in little abbreviations there, and then the 57 on the back page. So my last two pages, and I'll go ahead and pop these out. I don't want to have my video much longer. It's getting late. So that was the 51. And this large scent album is really nice. And I'll show you. So that has the 81 underneath the 51. And you can see it behind the 5. You can see the little 8. So that's really cool. Okay, there's that row. These large scents are awesome. I'm gonna be careful using. Don't have my knife on me, so I'm using a staple. Gotta be very careful, very, very careful. And this was the 47 over 7. And behind the 7, you can see a small 7. I know it's impossible to see, but it's not bad shape. Open that one up. Slide her in. So out of this whole coin show, only 3 coins, or 3 large cents, is what I got for my album. That's how hard they're getting. So, and I got the very last one, the 57. And you'd think the very last year, which is the newest one, would be the cheapest, but no. It was $200, but it's in decent shape as well. 1857. I love these large cents. For a long time, people had these in their pockets. Probably for over 100 years. So, finish that up. These are just extra spots that I've been putting some fillers in. So, that's it, guys. Got that page done now. The back page is done. Got the 1840, another 1843, some more 34s, 37, 39, and then that's really it. Besides the 96 Drake bust, the 99, and the 1804. So, not bad though. And then on to the one I bought the most of is SLQs. Now these got expensive too, and when I made the video about doing this album, a lot of people commented saying good luck, they get expensive fast. Well, they were definitely telling the truth. And there's so many different. Is that 19? There's some 1819s, these earlier years, and the 24 and a 20. So here's one of the big ones, the 19D, and it's got some good details left on it. So this whole page of this first album is pretty much empty, but I got the 17 type 2, 17 type 1, 17S type, the 18S, the 19 Philly, 19D, the 20D, 20S, 21, and 24 San Francisco, which is on the back page. So, not bad. Spent a lot of money on these earlier years. That that was expensive. And this one guy had about all these. Probably out of the 15 dealers or so, 2 or 3 dealers had these earlier dates. And all of them had like 24s or 25s and on. So these are just hard to come by. And I'll kind of show them there. But I'll put them in the album and I'll bring you back here in a second, okay? But yeah, I love these seated or these standing Liberty quarters. That one's actually pretty nice, that 19. So, pretty nice. And I told you these type 1s and type 2s, just the main thing is the stars. Here's a type 2. On the reverse, you can tell real fast. This is a type 2, and it's got the 3 stars. Sorry guys. The type 2 has the stars under the eagle, and the type 1, that one's a little harder to see. The type 1 has no stars under the eagle. So that's the best way to tell. So let me get these in and I'll bring you right back. Okay guys, I'm back. And look at all these empty flips. This is everything I got from the coin show. And I actually filled up quite a bit of my albums. So I want to show you. The one I got to finish was the Walkers. And this set's not too bad to fill up, but they're like the rest of them, there's some hard key dates. And I just went ahead and picked them up at the coin show, and I showed you there at the beginning of the video. These 16s and the 21s, a lot of hard dates. Some of the 17s are too. So I'll let you look at them there. Yeah, I bought the 21D. So I think the 28s or the 38s, I mean. Let's see here. I'll look at the good thing about these Dansco albums, the back of them, the back cover inside, it'll tell you the mintage. So those 38D, 491,000. So a little tougher to get. And the 21D is 208,000. All the 21s are low mintage. So, yeah, there's the second page. There's the reverse of them. And then the last page, that one's not too bad. And these earlier dates, they are hard to find in good condition. Like this whole page, they're pretty slick. Especially like this 21D. That 21D there, I probably couldn't see it there. But it's really slick, but it's a hard one to find. And as you get into the 40s, you can get a little better condition ones, a little more meat left on the bones. And that's really it, guys. I'm going to put some of my better ones in here, but that's really it. I love these Walkers. They're one of my favorite sets. Not too hard to put together. Of course, there's a few hard key dates, but it's very doable. You just gotta look and keep your eye out for good deals. And there's a lot of them too. I like these albums. they're heavy. This is the 7160, 7160. So very nice. And on the inside it tells a little bit about it. So this is a fun set to put together. I've worked on this one for a little bit. I recently bought the album, but I've been trying to put together the years for a while. But that was it on that one. The SLQs, Standing Liberty Quarters. This one is tough. I mean, it is a lot tougher. I'd put a little glue up here to hold those on. In my other video, it was kind of falling apart. And I think I got this for like $5-6 off eBay. So I didn't need anything too fancy. Later on, if I get a good deal for a Dansco album, I may upgrade it. But filled in a lot of them on this first page. And it cost me, excuse me, it did cost me quite a bit. But these type ones, and then like these 24s and 20s, they're expensive, very expensive. Yeah, so I mean, just these right here, I mean, I probably had $600-700 worth. And they're a little better condition. I mean, the better the condition, the more you're going to pay, of course. But there wasn't, I'm sorry, there really wasn't a lot of these at the coin show, so I didn't have a big selection to pick from. So I kind of had to just get what I could get. And I almost have this back page complete. I just need the 24D, and then I'll have this back page done. But the rest of these I need to mark off my list and just try to work on them. So I did good. Got a lot of them. Spent a little bit of money doing it, but I got them. So I got a lot of those. My top set, I finished it up as well. I got the 1810 large cent. Excuse me. So that finished up my large cent collection. And like I said earlier, this thing has been a lot of fun putting together. So got that done. Big accomplishment. And then this thing is so massive. This large cent collection. This is the 7099. This is tough. And I'm down to like the last few. The 93s. Them are probably, I don't know if those will ever get filled. This 96 bust, I'm watching a couple on eBay right now. This 1799, that's a hard one. And the 1804, that's a tough one. But got that page done. That page done. And then I need a few of these 34s. 37, 39, 43, 40, and then finished up this page, and then got the last one, the 57. But yeah, this one's been fun too. A lot of hard coins to get, and as you can see, the different varieties, I mean, there's so many of each coin. Like, this is a big set of coins to get. This is tough, but this one's been fun. I really enjoy these large cents. I feel like the 1800s was all about the large cents, big copper pennies. So I really like history, and I like these. So this has been a lot of fun. And it also has a big, nice write-up about the history of the large cent. So, and I'll show you some pictures at the end of the video here. Just some of the coins that were there. I think I got 1 or 2 little videos, but I didn't really want a video. I just wanted to look at coins, but I'll show you a couple of the nicer ones I seen, especially that 1793 wreath large cent. That was very nice. But that's really it, guys. I just want to make a little video, show you what I picked up and how I got to fill some of my albums up. I love it. This has been so much fun. Please like, share, and subscribe, and let me know in the comments what albums y'all are working on, what coins you're looking for, key dates, or which one have you really enjoyed trying to put together. So I really like everybody communicating, talking in the comments. So just let me know what you're collecting. I appreciate it. And please like, share, subscribe, and hit that like button. I appreciate y'all, and happy collecting.
This square are 25 and that one is 20. Is that yes? Of those. Because I know I've got